welcome to my channel. If this is not your first time here, thank you for coming back. Today is going to be a really good update for my whole collection project pan. It's not a complete refresh, but pretty much half, so exciting. Hi, this is Editing Amy. I just want to apologize for the mess in my background. I thought I cleared it. All weekend I've been decluttering and going through everything and trying to purge everything and pass it on. So my room got a little messy. I found all my stuffed animals and threw them in a corner to figure out a good place for them, and they end up behind me in my video, as well as my mirror slash jewelry box was open. I'm like, Tigger, are you trying to get in there and steal some jewelry? So I hope it's not too distracting in the background. Very sorry. I'll try to be more aware of my background. All right, that's enough for me. Back to past Amy. I think we'll just get right into it. Basically, I wore makeup 11 times in the month of June, which is a whole lot for me. Maybe July can be even better. We'll see. So let's start with the Cover FX Monochromatic Blush in Pink Dahlia. It doesn't look much different. I think this is one of those blushes that will look the same forever. This one I end up using 11 times. I only had 5 more uses to go, but I ended up using it 6. I really love this blush. And I did start swirling it all around my brush. So I have been using the, I wouldn't call it, if this is a highlighter, then you must be really blinging out there. But when you mix them together, you don't have any like super shine or anything. I would say it's like Milani's Luminoso kind of blush and shimmer mixed together. It doesn't show any texture or anything. It's really nice. So I'm so glad I had this in here. This will be rolling out. The next one is the Hourglass Veil Setting Powder. I was really bad at using this. I'm like, you're not even going to be able to see a difference. It wasn't used that much. I used it 7 times only, and last update I only used it once. So I still have 3 uses on it, but I think I'm just going to go ahead and roll it out. I am not feeling the whole loose powder deal right now, and if I do want to use my loose powders, I think I'm going to go back to using, excuse me, shelf, jeez. Go back to using that NYC that I put into this guy. That like got that much in it still. I like this one better. I'm like, is that crazy? Like Hourglass, a super high-end powder compared to a drugstore. And that one, of course, the NYC one is no longer available, but I have probably a year or so worth of that, so I don't have to worry about it. But yeah, I'm gonna roll this out because I'm not enjoying it. And I'm really like more into the press powders. Let me get centered. I'm sorry. I know I'm never centered in these videos. I'm not centered in life either. So anyway, so yeah, we're going to skip bringing in a powder for this round. Maybe you want to bring it back next. I don't know. And even though most people use probably more powder in the summer, I actually want to not use more powder in the summer. I don't know why. I just don't like feeling anything heavy on my face. Most of the time I go out with just sunscreen on and don't even wear a face of makeup because living in Florida, the humidity is crazy and it's just going to melt right off. So a tinted moisturizer or just plain old sunscreen. The next one is, funny enough, become a real favorite of mine. It's the NARS liquid liner. What do they call this? The eyeliner stylo. And it's in Nuku Huva. I never know how to say that. I don't know if you'll be able to read it. I never know how to say that. I've used this. Okay, I only used it once since the last update. The last update we did, I had 5 uses on it. I only used it once, which is today, because I was trying to use some other eyeliners I have in projects. But I'm really loving this, and it's gonna stay in. And if I hit the 3, I'm probably gonna keep on using it, because I think this has become my favorite for the upper eyelid. And I don't do thick eyeliner or anything. I just get real close. I don't know if you'll even be able to see, but I get like right up against the lash line and just use it that way, because I can't tight line up there. First, it freaks me out, and second, my eyes itch constantly in this season of pollen and all the other great stuff in the air. So it's like, I just want to do this all the time. So nope, not doing anything to add more itching to my eyes. So this is staying in. I only need to do 3 more, but I'm going to probably use it way more than that. Next is, I kind of failed at this, and I'm learning another new thing about myself. Back in the day, I loved lip gloss over lipsticks. Now I'm finding I don't really like lip glosses. I guess after having lip oils and loving those so much, I find lip gloss to be too heavy and sticky for my liking. So first let me tell you what this is. I'm so sorry. Can you tell that it's been a while since I've recorded? Okay, this is the ColourPop and Disney Designer Collection lip gloss in Boo. This is the color. And I really love this color. I just don't enjoy putting it on. So I only used it 2 more times since the last update, and I'm just going to roll it out and roll something else in that I will enjoy. I think I'm going to take a real good look at my lip glosses and see what needs to be in the collection and what can go. Yeah, if I'm not going to use them, they're just going to go bad, so maybe I can find a home for them. Like family, because if I've used it, nobody else is going to want to use it. There are some that have never been used though. All right, next is, where'd it go? Did I throw it back in my drawer? I sure did. I have it on today, but well, you can't even tell now. It's all off. I need to sharpen it soon. This is the Nudestix Intense. What is it? No, I'm reading that wrong. I put Intense Matte, but that's not what this says. It's a gel color lip and cheek balm. It's the Alana Davison and Nudestix collection. Let me just... in the shade Send Nudes. That's the color. It's on my lips. I like this a lot. So anytime I'm wearing like browns or peaches, I use this. It's really good. Lipstick. I have not used it on my cheeks. It seems like it would be too sticky for my cheeks, so I'm not going to try that. And I have plenty of blushes to use. So that will be staying in. Oh, let me put that in my stay in pile. Okay, next is the ColourPop Lippy Pencil and Bound. I actually had to sharpen this. Whoop. So now it's like this. I'm going to try, let's see how I can hold it. I'm going to try to put in a picture of last month's update. I don't know if it'll look that different because this was falling inside the pencil, but I did sharpen it. I still love this, and I will keep this in. I only used it 3 times, and last update we used it 3 times, so I still have 4 more times to go, but I don't mind. It's a nice color. It's basically my lips but better. So those are going out. Okay. I didn't mark this. Let me mark, being a bad YouTuber here, not doing stuff prior. Not a good mark, but it's a mark. This is the Clinique Moisture Surge Face Spray. I only used it once the day of filming last update, and now I've used it 8 more times, so that's This is where it was when we came in, and then that marking there is where it is now. I still have a good bit. Probably will take me a month and a half to get through this, because like I said, I don't wear makeup that often. I do like it though. When I first tried it, I didn't like it because the spray was just spitting at me. Now it has a nice mister. It's still kind of aggressive, like it's a lot that comes out, but I still like it. I wouldn't buy it because it's expensive, but I'm glad I have it and I'm using it. That will be staying in. Now this next one, I haven't met my goal, but my goals have basically changed since I started this project. I'm no longer looking to finish anything or make major moves in my products for this project. I'm trying to rotate through everything I own, find what I like and find what I don't like so I can move it out of my collection. This I do like. It is my Tarte Found Sealer Multitasking Foundation. It is moving very slowly. We were at this was the first, when we rolled it in, that was last update, and that's this update. It's still a lot. And it's because I only do one pump. I don't need a lot because I don't like I said, I don't like anything heavy. So I just shear this out with one pump and it works just fine. I am going to take that out. It probably will get used here and there, but I'm kind of like bored with using the same foundation. I have a lot of foundations and I feel that I should be rotating through them a little more. And I have two new foundations. I bought the LYS, what is this called? Triple Fix Serum Foundation. Was it during the Sephora? I think it was during the Sephora Rouge sale. And I haven't even gotten to try it. I actually just took it out of the box yesterday and I haven't used it yet. And then I end up getting, not that, where is it? Charlotte Tilbury's Airbrush Flawless Foundation from BoxyCharm, and I haven't tried that either. I don't know how, I never was interested in this one because I think it's going to be too full coverage, and I'm not a full coverage type of girl, but I'll give it a shot. Anyways, I wanted to play with some more of my foundations, and then maybe next month I'll bring in one just for the month, and maybe like every month we'll switch the foundations and get through and see what's still good, what is my actual color, because I know I bought some that weren't my match. They were way too dark, and I put like loads of sunscreen on when I leave the house, so I'm never going to be really tan. So those probably should be moving on to someone with darker skin. All right, moving on to the ColourPop highlighter in Padded Down. I only put this in for 5 uses because to me in the pan it looks really dark and blingy, but it turns out I really love it. And I'm wearing it now. I don't know if you can see it, just on the cheeks here and on my nose. I put it in for 5. I end up using it 7. And while I was using it, because it was in a magnetic palette of other ColourPops, I ended up using all of it. I used the bronzer and all the blushes. I'm wearing this blush today. I don't know if you can see because from the screen I'm looking at, everything looks pretty dark because the lighting's kind of crappy today. It's all cloudy. But the blush and the highlighter and the bronzer that's on there, and then I have a liquid bronzer underneath, which is what I'm going to be talking about next. Oh, since I used all of these, I'm going to mark on my inventory list that I have used them and put like I like. I do that so when I roll something in, I want it to be something I haven't used. So that one's going back in the collection. The last thing is my Tarte Better Body Liquid Bronzer. Last update, I started doing rolling, doing like roulette style on the collection, because that way I can like have things come in that I most likely wouldn't have grabbed for, because I want to find the things I don't want anymore to go out of the collection. I don't love it and I don't hate it. It's very dark. Let me see if I can. a little more than I wanted. That's wasteful. Let's see. It's not this dark when you buff it out, but that's how it goes on. And I'm actually wearing it only in the contour of my face and then up here, but you have to buff it quite a bit. It's very warm, and I only end up using it 5 times because it was easy for me to make mistakes on. I need very easy, don't need to work too hard to get my makeup on, because it's already takes a lot of energy for me to put makeup on, let alone having to fight it. And I had to fight with this a few times. So I'm going to roll it out. I don't know if I'm going to get rid of it. This is no longer available. It doesn't smell bad or anything, and it's pretty full. So I don't know, I might, maybe my cousin will like this. She's a little darker than me. So she might like this, and she's way better at makeup, but I don't know. Don't know what I'm gonna do yet. It's in a maybe pile. I'll put it in my spreadsheet saying it was tricky to use, and then I'll know when that declutter comes around at the end of the year if I want to keep it or not. All right, so now we are, did I do everything really? I went through that fast, didn't I? We're gonna talk about what I'm bringing in, and we will be rolling for a few things. So we are keeping the Clinique Moisture Surge, the NARS liquid liner, the Nude Sticks lip pencil thingy, the ColourPop lippy liner and Bound, and I'm going to bring in, to replace the lip gloss, I'm bringing in ColourPop's Luxe Lip Oil in Gen Zen. I really like these lip oils. I've only used one, and that was like in the beginning of the project, and it's like basically clear. It looks peachy in here with like sparkles, but really it's just clear. And I'm going to use this till it's gone. I'm gonna put some on now. Yeah. Love it. It actually feels moisturizing. So I'll be using this till it's finished. Last time it took me 2 months, I think, to get through one of these. So it'll be in next month, but should only last 2 months. Now let me get to my phone. It's a little, got some fingerprints on there, sorry. We're gonna roll for a highlighter, bronzer, and a blush, because I'm not gonna bring in any foundation or powders right now. So let me get my pretty random app. Oh, I'm gonna need my, so we have 2 through 54, and a couple of these are highlighted, so if we roll that, we'll roll again because they have already been used. So 2 to 54. All right, let's see. Sorry, my ring light's in there. 35. So let's see what 35 is. That is the Milk Makeup Cream Stick highlighter in Lit. So we'll check that out. I've never used that, so that should be interesting. Now we need to do bronzers. My mouth is so dry. I had pancakes this morning, so the diabetic in me should have not have done that. So I know my sugars are running high. I'm tattling on myself to the world. Okay, we have 2 through 50 bronzers. Okay. 14. Let's see what that is. It's pretty high up on the list. That must be an oldie. It is the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil in Mini. I think that's going to be too warm for me, but we'll pull it out and see. I end up buying the milk chocolate one because that's more my coloring. So if this is too dark, I'll just grab the milk one, and then we'll know that the chocolate one needs to just go to somebody else. Okay, so now we need blush. And those are a lot. 287. I'm a little obsessed with blush. How much was that? I'm like, I already forgot that it's 287. 287. All right, let's see what we get. 44. Hi, baby. You gonna come up on the bed? Come on. Let mama pet you. Yeah. She don't like being held. She doesn't like being held, but here's my little sass. Look at, oh, I know you don't want to be held. She's a very lovey. She's like, Mom, why? Why would you do that? I sorry. That's my Sassy. She's very lovey and like she wants to be petted all the time, and she purrs and she leans up against me and cuddles into me. But if I pick her up, it's a no-go. Come here, I'll pet you. Come here. I'm sorry. Here, let me move this. There you go, my baby. I know. Mommy went a little too far. All right. She's happy now. She's laying right next to me on the bed. Okay, so it was 44, right? Ooh, this is something I've never used before. Shocking, I know. It's like that's most of my collection. 44 is the ColourPop Cheek Dew Serum Blush in Hotline. I have no idea what that looks like. So, all right, I'm gonna go and grab all these and we'll see if they're a fit, if they're too dark or not something I want to work on because of the color. We'll roll again. So I'll be right back. Okay, I found everything and I think everything's going to work. I haven't swatched anything yet, so we'll find out together. First, let's check out the highlighter. This is the Milk. Oh, it's still got the tape on it. Hold on. And Sassy hair in my mouth. And she's like, that's what you get, Mom, for picking me up. How are you supposed to keep that? And ooh, that's sticky now. Still has the little thingy on it. I keep these though because I just figure it keeps it clean. Let's see if I can swatch without rolling it up. Oh yeah, I think that will work. I don't even know if you can see it. It's right there. Looks darker in the tube than it does on my hand. It might be a little dark, but I think once I tap it on instead, I won't be doing that. I'll be tapping. So I think it'll work out just fine. I got this a while ago, like a while ago. I should probably smell it. Yeah, it smells fine. And just never used it. I got this before cream was like, everybody's using cream, so I didn't even know what to do with it, to be honest. So we'll use this. I don't know if I want to put goals on these. I think what I'm going to do instead of putting usage goals, and this might be lame, and you're going to be like, what's the point? I think I'm just going to see how much I can use this stuff in a month and go from there. So I can know, you know, I'm going to know if I like it or not, if it works for me or not, in at least 3 to 4 uses. So if I, oh, I thought that was an expiration date. I'm like, oh my God. Anyways, yeah, I'm just gonna use it every time. I don't have any other highlighters in any of my project pans, so this will be the only highlighter I use, and I use highlighter every single time I put on makeup, so it'll get used. I got sassy hair everywhere because I had to go and pick her up. Yeah, so that's what you get, Ma. That's what you get. Let's see. Next one is bronzer. The Too Faced Chocolate Soleil Medium Deep Matte Bronzer. I got this, I think, in like an Ipsy or one of them subscription boxes way back in the day. Like 7 years ago, maybe 8. I can tell I've used it because there's bronzer. There was bronzer all the way around here when I used a brush. Like I'm scrubbing it. Using a brush, so it must work okay. And let's see. Well, it's deep, but I also went really in there, and I'd be doing it with a light hand. So it is pretty deep, but I think I could make it work. Like use a fluffy brush with a light hand, it will work just fine. Okay, so lastly, this needs to be shaken up. It does not look good. Is the ColourPop Cheek Dew Serum Blush in Hotline, and that's the color. I don't know why I was thinking this would be like an orange or a red, but then I was like, Amy, why would you buy an orange or a red? Especially in, ooh, I bet you this is going to be hard to control. I don't know how I feel about the texture. It's very wet. Does it dry down? It's very wet. I don't know if it dries down. Smells sweet. Let's see. I'll use one of these blushes. Give me a fluffy brush, please. I'll probably put something like this over it. Wow, it's gonna take a lot to, yeah, no. I'm gonna try it, but I have a feeling I'm gonna hate it. All my little brush hairs just streaked in it, and then it's still, ooh, and it just goes right away. Look at that. Just went right away. Boop. So I don't think this is going to be a good product. Has anybody out there used this before? And if you like it, how do you use it? Like, I don't even see putting this under my foundation working because it would just probably pick right up. I only have 2 of these. But still, I'm like 2 is more than I want at this moment. I'll give it a shot. If I don't like it, I guess I get to play with other blushes during the month. That really messed up my brush. So I think that's everything for this. We have 3 new products to work on, and some others that we're just going to continue to use. I'm just going to keep doing this. Like, if I have to make changes, I'm going to make changes, because this project is just for me to find what I have in this monster size collection, and hopefully find some things I want to get rid of. I'm already starting to think one of these, 2 of these serum thingies. I don't know what I was thinking when I bought it. Maybe I thought it would dry down. I don't know. Who wants to wear sticky stuff on their face? Not me. All right, I think that's it. Sorry, I started rambling. I always ramble. What am I saying? Anyways, I hope you all had a wonderful day. This is for the Americans, the July 4th weekend. So if you are an American, happy July 4th. Hope you're having a great time with your families. And for those of you who don't live in America, I hope you're just having a wonderful weekend. Thank you again for stopping by and giving me some of your time. Sorry, I'm like getting all slouchy. Yeah, just thank you. I'm starting to do the Thank you for stopping by, watching this video. If you stuck all the way to the end, you are a saint, and I appreciate it very much. Please give this video a like. It really does help my channel get more views. And if you enjoyed this video and Project Panning, then why not just stick around and hit the subscribe button? I would really appreciate it. Thank you again, and have a wonderful day.